You have the right to remain steadfast. Anything you do can and will be effective in this season of your life. You have the right to move on. If you can't figure out how to move on, life will show you. If you decide to remain as you are, you may still have the opportunity to stop and move on according to where life takes you. I understand my rights, and I agree. I believe I'm ready to talk now. Arrested Development. Given the ever-changing nature of life, we all at some point will come to understand these basic rights. I'm not a therapist nor a counselor. However, I am a man who has been through some stuff and has chosen to share my growth so that someone else who may be facing their own issues may be a little more comfortable weathering the storm. For quite a while now, I've been feeling trapped, not unlike that of someone imprisoned. I had my daily routine, and when complete, I would return to my room. That, for quite some time, hasn't really felt like home. Day after day, night after night, I would often wonder why I felt like this. The answer was never clear. That was until July 5th, 2023. On that day, my life changed forever, and I was none the wiser. Blindsided by the loss of some very important people, I began to feel stuck. This went on for a little bit until I finally reached within myself and found the courage to start over. For as one chapter ended, so too did another one begin. This one, however, was blank, pages left ripe for the filling. A new story in its infancy. Number 1. You have the right to remain steadfast. Understand that the trials and tribulations we face in life are designed to do many different things. One more prominent than most is to break our will. Though things may get overwhelming, I want you to know that you, yes you, can withstand these turbulent winds and push forward to a better tomorrow. Plant your feet by establishing a sense of hope and let it be an anchor that keeps you from being disturbed. How well we hold on in the face of adversity does well to see your confidence boosted. Your light may be dim, but your light is powerful. Stand firm, as you never know who may be using your light as a beacon to their restitution. Number 2. Anything you do can and will be effective in this season of your life. Actions breed consequences, and consequences foster change. The choices we make during trying and uncomfortable times hold more weight than one might think. Never has something so small been able to make or break up the momentum of progress so much. You would do well not to be too rash in your decision making, though. Likewise, try not to drag your feet either. Doors to opportunity open all the time. However, these doors do not stay open for all of time. Not one of us who lives today are perfect. Therefore, we will not always make the best choices in life. Put the strap down and spare yourself the lashing. Instead, acknowledge your flaws and do your best to do better. Number 3. You have the right to move on. Understand that you don't have to stay in this metaphorical pit any longer than what is necessary. Life is littered with potholes, pits, ditches, and bogs, all designed to see your progress either slowed or outright terminated. However, we all possess a built-in AAA of sorts. Our outlook on a situation will determine a lot of factors. If we are blinded by negativity, then buckle up. You may be here for a minute. To see the opposite be true, where one finds themselves remaining positive, they are more likely to get free of the hazard and be on their way. Moving on denotes more than just movement. It goes a little deeper than that. What are you holding on to that is holding you back or weighing you down? As difficult as it may be, let it go. Number 4. If you can't figure out how to move on, life will show you. Sometimes the how isn't always clear. A lot of times we acknowledge that we need to move on, but the how escapes us. In situations such as these, take a minute to be still. You're going to need the bulk of your energy to act once the way is made clear to you. Sometimes when the way is obstructed by the fog of uncertainty, we have to steady ourselves and really pay attention to any signs that life may grace us with. Life throws so much at us, even sometimes the right answers to the questions in our hearts. Use a little discernment, and if you should find that whatever sign life introduces you to leads you to a place of growth, please do not be slow to move. Remember, doors open and close all the time. Number 5. If you decide to remain as you are, you may still have the opportunity to stop and move on according to where life takes you. Maybe not today, could be tomorrow. If the notion of change and moving on causes you more negative emotions than positive, then don't do it. Understand that you don't always have to make such a drastic change all at one shot. You may be in a place where you can only make a slight adjustment, and that's okay. As long as you are content with your choices and your position, then nothing else matters. I do want to stress that if you are worried about what might be, or what's going to happen, or anything along those lines, that you address those fears rationally. But please, do your level best to avoid stagnation. So in closing, I want to encourage you to take notes of the rights stated above. These are not law, just objectively specific. Understand that it is okay to stay who you are, or maybe remain where you are in life. That is your choice as an individual. Know that your actions and choices can affect things in your life, so be mindful what you do. Smile, because you have the right to move on whenever you feel necessary. Know that if you don't know how to move on, that life will show you one way or another. And know that you have the freedom to stay or move on your own terms. The good news is that this imprisonment you may feel is not a life sentence. The jury is still out on your life, meaning that your freedom could be just around the corner. You just have to be patient and wait for your moment. Now, go forward and be blessed. You got this.